Hey everybody, it's Saturday the 15th of November and it is a beautiful day. Got up to 73. It's starting to get a little chilly now that the sun's going down behind the trees. And today I decided, I wasn't going to do this. I was going to try to find a way to have them ship me. But Blocky's $23 sets were only $5 for Black Friday, which was like the 14th through the 16th, I think. My store didn't have any of them, and they also don't have the 2-pack. So I was like, I was trying to figure out a way to have them shipped to me, but you have to have some kind of membership to something. Otherwise, they won't ship them to you. I was like, I don't really want to get that. But you know what? I might as well go because maybe they'll have the 2-packs. They didn't. So here's what I got, the Flea Market instead. So they had some great fleas this week. It's wonderful scratching myself to the hot diggity dog. First off, I like to go to the right first where all the open tables are. There used to be a building. There used to be a building over here and a building in the very back. This one burned down. I don't know what happened to that one. I missed that. So that's just a bunch of junk like outdoor furniture. This is where all the people that set up, like it's like an L shape, all the people that set up for just today, and they don't have a booth there regularly. So this guy had about a half a dozen boxes full of comic books, and I pulled one up. I was like, holy crap, his prices are ridiculous. But then I went through and I was like, well, I will pay $4 for this. So I found a few in this whole pile. I was talking to somebody else and I was counting it up. I was like, this would normally cost $28 with the sticker prices on it. So that's the sticker price. To keep this in mind, this whole pile, he gave it to me for $20. There was 2 other Avengers comics that would have made it 10 more bucks, but I was like out of money at that point starting off. I was like, nah, I'll come back if I don't find anything else. It's like the first person I bought from, and I hate to blow all my money and just go home. I like to look around. So introducing Metalhead, awesome. So this may be a key issue. So for $4 now, if anybody knows anything about G.I. Joe, it went up to like issue, I want to say 152 or something. For some reason my brain's saying 252. I was like, no, that ain't right. But the last issues are the hardest ones to get. They started really cutting down on production numbers, and that's what makes them more valuable. Not because they're better, not because of blah blah blah, but because of just the sheer number that they produce. Now, I just noticed these, and we live at the beach, so honestly, if you put anything outside, it's going to get rusty, and unfortunately, you can see that those staples are rusty. But for $4, I was like, sure. I mean, and remember, this whole pile is $20, so if you counted it separately, it'd be $28. So you might be thinking, that's $28. What are you talking about? This is another late production issue, number 111. We got Storm Shadow is joining the team of the ninjas. We got, she's going back to her old outfit. She was a ninja for a while there. And then I have every Star Trek from series 1 of DC. I have plenty of holes for series 2. So this is one that I needed. Secrets, number 27, especially the earlier parts. The later parts, it's a little bit easier to get those issues. This one was marked $5, and I'm like, I don't know where he's getting these prices from, because nobody buys Star Trek comics. It seems like I don't ever find them, but when I do, they're not that expensive, because honestly, I'm afraid that nobody likes them, and I love them. I really do. When I saw this one, I was like, oh my gosh, memory unlocked. And whenever he told me, I was like, there's no price on this. What's the price? He's like, yeah, I'll do it for $3. I'm like, but then of course, it's basically at this point, I guess the last 2 are free technically. But I remember having this as a kid. And I was like I had this as a kid and I didn't pick it up. Back when I was a kid, one of the only ways you can get comic books was to go to Kmart and Zayre, whenever mom does her weekly shopping. We would maybe hit Zayre on the way back from the mall on Saturdays after, I'd watch cartoons and she'd be vacuuming stuff, and then she'd go put on our makeup and all that stuff, and then we'd go eat lunch somewhere in High Point, and she'd go to the mall, and then we may hit Zayre on the way back. So there's 3 packs I would always try to beg her for. And this must have been one inside of it, because I would have never picked this. It's not something I wanted to read. And probably my mom said, oh no, we're not having Satan in our house, so she probably threw it in the trash. But I do remember it's Joe Kubert, and I was like, you know what? I want to read this. I had this when I was a kid. I remember it kind of was a little creepy to me as a kid, because we weren't religious. Basically, I was never taught anything about God or anything when I was a kid. But my mom did not want anything religious like that way in my house. I mean, I couldn't have any Kiss dolls or anything Kiss, which I thought Kiss was the coolest. So, no, there are knights in Satan's service. Nothing satanic in my house. You know, and I understand. You want to protect your kids. I get it. So I don't fault her at all. So I definitely remember having this comic, and it probably came out of a 3-pack. It was either get them from that way, or once in a blue moon, we'd go to the flea market, and Mom didn't really like it. Well, she liked the flea market to go for like flowers and stuff. I liked it for comic books. All right, so that was the only 2 ways to get comic books before 1980, basically, or even before 86, as far as I'm concerned. Come closer, Justice Society, and learn the true origin of the black canary. So, whoa, that's creepy. So I have never had this issue, and I was like, it's not my collection, of course, but I was like, this is about the time when I was, what the heck? Midnight better not fall off that roof. And my cat's up on the roof, so evidently she slid a little bit. And she's okay. Midnight, get off that roof. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. All right, so anyway, this is about the time when I started reading them when I was a kid. 60 Sinners is past the time. I was reading them before that, but I don't remember this issue at all. I mean, I've never seen it. I even got once before, because I remember there was this woman who got all the women against all the men. That was probably the earliest issue I can remember. No, the one where people were in the cage, like the animals were watching or looking at the superheroes in the cage. That was one of the earliest ones. And also this bad guy that was basically bits and pieces from all the superheroes. It was really weird. All right, so that's not all. So I know some of you are like, well, I'm just in the comic books. Hey, stick with it. Toward the end, this was actually $5 from Mary Poppins, or what I call Sherry Bobbins. Now, this is a 7-inch doll, and it was from that Tinku, whatever body mold that they used for the Mattel. There was okay, so back in the 90s, there was this Tinku something. I can't remember her name, and they also made it for some kind of family, like you can mix and match, have like your Asian guy marry a white girl, or a Latino, or whatever. It was like you can pick your husband, pick your wife, and the husband came with a house and the baby, which is funny because after the divorce it goes the other way, doesn't it? But he had this one. He also had a 12-inch. I was like, I don't want the 12-inch. Plus, I didn't have $10 at that time. I had just barely I had enough to get this. So I got this for $5 bucks. Oh, there is more stuff in here for people who like, not like comic book stuff. All right. I feel like mosquitoes are going to start biting me. This figure was not part of this bag. This bag had 2 guys. It had this one guy, I bought $25 worth of Happy Meal toys and stuff from him, bag stuff. And I got to clean my fingers again because looking at it makes me cringe. So these are Leonard cores. He put G.I. Joe on there, or he put G.I. Go on there. All right, striped uniforms. It was $2 for 2 figures. There was a guy around the corner that I was like, oh, cool. And it's another adult collector. And he was messing with a bag that he bought from the guy. I guess it had like 6 of these guys in it. He's like going, I was like, yeah, I just got some from that guy too. And I showed him what I got. And he said, oh man, I would really like to have the figure that was in here. It was he had a patch over his eye. He looked like a General Bison or something from Mortal Kombat kind of guy. But he was wearing the same outfit basically. I was like, well, I'll trade it to you for your Native American dude, because I love Cherokee stuff and anything. He reminds me of, like, my 3rd favorite G.I. Joe, of course, is Spirit Iron Knife. My first, of course, would be Zartan. My second is Storm Shadow. So that's the order it goes in. So I was like, sure, I'll do that. So I got that one, and I got these 2 figures, which have, I'm not sure. They're really filthy, though, so I got to clean these things up. Even the bags are filthy. So the Corpse, Junkyard, and Gunnar O'Grady. Oh, so they got names. $2 for the bag. Actually, this is from a different woman, but we don't care. So a different woman had a bunch of Happy Meal toys that for $1 each. I was like, dang it, I wish I went to her first, because I would have probably got a bunch more from her. She had so many, but she just opened her store last week for the first time. And I was like going, because she's one of those little houses. It's like a little village there in the back. I was like, this house, I've never seen it open. She's like, oh, we just opened like 2 weeks ago, or last week for the first time. And she just started. Like, whoever had it before evidently died or something. I don't know. I didn't ask too much. She just said that she didn't know much about it herself. But remember Attack Pack? I'm like, yes, I loved Attack Pack. Battle Bird number 2. I got a bunch of Attack Packs from her. And if you like Universal Monsters, stay tuned. I also got the Happy Meal truck. It's a dump truck, but it also, I'll do a video on these later. I'm going to first have to clean them up. They're gross. If you like Universal Monsters, I got 3 of the, I thought there were 5 of these because there was, okay, I know there's a Dracula I didn't get, but I did get Wolfman for $1. Can you believe that? So basically a 1/18 scale figure. He comes in his little cellar thing. This is the best Burger King toys ever. These are so awesome. I got Frankenstein, which I know I have some of these, but to get them in the bag, oh my gosh. And he comes with and they come with the playsets, which if you ever try to find these in the wild, you're not gonna find the playsets. And he's the only one that doesn't come with any playset thing, because Dracula, of course, comes in his coffin. And you're like, don't you already have this? Yes, I do. But I freaking love him. And I can't just leave him there. And there was no Dracula. So evidently somebody sucks and got Dracula. There's something else I wanted to get out here before I lose it. I might as well go with the rest of her stuff. Here's the Attack Pack Lunar Invader. Looks like the bag got shredded. And here's Ken. I have never gotten this Ken, but he's got the mullet. I love it. So yeah, it's basically, he's a statue except for his arms and his head, but he's basically 1/18 scale, so that's awesome. And I also, she kind of threw this in for free because it was like, she was like, just throw it in there. It's like $5 even or whatever it was for all. I think I paid $7 for all the little stuff from her. But bam, bam, bam. That's the only one I could find. I can find any other ones. Oh, here's one I wanted to show you before I lose them because they're so tiny. I was afraid I was going to lose them. Not this. You can get a coupon for this. They gave me. I was like, okay, thank you. And I just slid it in my bag. I didn't care. Look at this. Battlestar Galactica. The guy that had the comic books, he also had cards. And I was like, I grabbed. I was like, oh man, Battlestar Galactica cards. He's like, yeah, there's just 2 for $1. I was like, really? So I grabbed 2 right away. I grabbed the first one that was in my hand, this one. And then I grabbed this one, and it was just the next one. And I was like, I'll come back if I have any more money. And I should have, but I was so tired. I was so tired. It was like, I was hot. I was thirsty. It was, like I said, it was really hot. It was 73 degrees registered on the car. In the sun, it was a lot hotter. And there was a lot of being in the sun today. I'm pretty sure I got a tan. The sun is, we got a lot more atmosphere down here than you guys up there. And you land lovers, you got a lot more atmosphere than we do. So all that atmosphere helps keep us from burning as much as you guys burn. But was it her? Yeah, Cassiopeia. And then we have those 3 girls from the thing. And it's a piece. Oh, so this is great. I can't wait to do a video just on them. Like little short videos. I like to do short videos of cards. All right, we got the Muppets, but I'm pretty sure that pink skateboard. I don't know now. I want to say the pink skateboard. I had that pink skateboard back in the day. It's one of the Garfield ones. That's probably his. That I think belonged to Kermit. I don't know now. The pink skateboard might have been one of them. I need to look it up. I can't remember. But I got a bag full of Garfields that didn't come with anything. Like no extra things. Oh, I also paid $3 for this. And he says, for 1962. And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think it's my applause. Maybe, okay, so the trademark is from 1962, but I don't think this was made 1962. But I was like, for $3, I'm not going to argue. I don't care. It says 1962, George Jetson. I was like, for $3, sure. And he threw it in for $2 more to make a $25 bag. So I was like, fine. It was probably the most costly thing I got. And plus, I have, and it may be from that series, but the ones I have a disc on the bottom of them. So I don't think it is. And I don't think they're by Applause. I think they're by some other company like Galoob or something. But I have Rosie, which is a slightly, I think she's smaller. And I have Astro. So I'm gonna get those out of, I think I got them in one of my pencil boxes. Look at this. Freaking Popeye the Sailor Man, 1980 Popeye erasers. I got a blue Popeye with a spinach. Ooh, it is getting cool out here. And another, okay, so, oh, they're the same. Okay, I thought they were 2 different things. So it's just a blue one and a pink one. So it's a boy and a girl one. All right, moving on. I got Birdie and a swing. Oh, okay, so it's never been opened. I thought it was like put back in there. So Birdie on swing. It's McDonald's Carnival Happy Meals from 1990. Wow. I don't think I was allowed to eat Happy Meals back then. And here's some more Happy Meal toys. There are 1990 McDonald's. These are ones that are supposed to be in cars and stuff. But hey, whatever. They can be sitting on something. We got Birdie, we got Ronald McDonald, and we got Hamburglar. So I'm always out looking for those. These, I thought, my gosh, I love these. 80s Russ. I think they were $2 because they were $1 each, he said. 80s Russ Lucky Leprechauns. They are like basically Smurf figures, but they are so freaking cool. Look at that. It's like, it's so awesome. I love those. Anyway, here's the Garfield ones. So I had these before, and I still have some of them around the house. And there's the scooter for him. It's got Odie in the side. Here's the one that goes with the skateboard, I'm pretty sure. That's why I think the pink skateboard goes with him, because he's got a pink helmet on, I think. There's also one of them rides on a little car, and anyway, I can't remember. This one was on a scooter, I think, because his hand is holding the handlebars. I think I have the scooter in the building back there, or the old thing that my dad built for me when I was a kid that looks like a... It's hard to explain. I'd have to just make a video of it or something. I think that's the skateboard one. One of these rides on the scooter. Oh, there's two of the ones that ride on the, not this kind of scooter, like the flat board with the handlebars. This... Okay, so those two are basically the same. So I guess they go on this, but I thought there was one that goes in a car. I don't know. I have to look online and see. All right, but a lot of doubles there. It's okay. It's all good in the hood. Then I got a thing of Power Rangers for $5 bucks. Some of them have no arms. Like go, no more arms now. Look, they had to take away their Second Amendment rights, so they no longer have the right to bear arms. Get it, arms. All right, so there's Imaginext ones. There's the McDonald's ones. Look at how filthy that one is. Oh my God, my hands are feeling dirty just looking at it. But the main reason I wanted this one is, oh, that little bike's kind of cool. Just because, hey, first off, it's pretty cool. It's got Lord Zed in there. It's got that bootleg one in there. And he looks to be intact, which is great because I love bootleg Power Ranger stuff. And then this guy, I think I have him in gold, but I may have him in this also. I think the only one I'm missing is the girl, the one that wears white. That's the only one I think I need to complete my collection. But I'm always on the lookout, and I need to make a picture on this thing. So when I'm out, I can, I know I need to look for the girl, for instance, because I know I need her, but I want them in their basic colors, which I think I have a gold one of him, but I also may have a silver at this point. So that's it. That's what I got today at my Flea Market. Oh my gosh, 17 minutes of me babbling about stuff. But hey, let me know if you like any of this stuff, and thanks for watching. And it's getting to be really dark out here, so I'm going to go inside. Plus, apparently, like, mosquitoes are just chewing on me like I am their filet mignon. But thanks for those who come by, and I just really appreciate you guys. I really love the comments. Oh, I can't wait to read these. Oh man, love Larry Hama's G.I. Joe series. So awesome. All right, that's it for the day. I'm gonna go inside now and wash my hands first off, and get a little bit warm. Get some. Well, let's see. Is it about dinner time? What time is it? Somebody tell me. Oh, let's see. It is 4:24. This is the time I would normally drop a comic book video on a weekday. I don't know, because I just like 4:24. All right, y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching.